I'm noticing this feels strange. I'm noticing everyone I know is fucking exhausted. I'm noticing that there's so much more to notice, even though I've been thinking about shock and what March is gonna feel like this year forever. I'm noticing how much of last year, especially at the beginning, like during this time, that I kind of blocked out because there were, like, I left work and I moved out of my place in Austin to come move back in with my parents, which such a blessing. Like, I cannot even wrap my OCD and immune compromised hands around how incredible it is to have been able to remove some of that anxiety and that fear, kind of, sort of, a little bit, day by day, hour by hour. But I'm like, it's so surreal. It's so surreal. Like, a year ago, we didn't really have words or memories or like files in our brain to like compare this time with. We had nothing. And now that it's been a year, I think, at least personally, I was expecting to kind of know what would be going on and be like, okay, well, it's been a year, like, I must know what this is like by now. And on the day-to-day I do, but on the year-to-year, I'm lost. I'm totally lost. I think I probably started the Year of Healing project to avoid, as an attempt to avoid feeling some of the shock that I'm feeling now, or it wasn't to avoid, it was to hold myself accountable to actually go through it. Or maybe I'm just making that up now to feel good about myself. But and noticing why I'm doing this, or what I'm trying to avoid by doing this, or what I'm trying to gain by doing this, is all more than I expected. I think this time last year and this time again this year, March, is always gonna feel like more than what we expected. From now on, any of us who lived through this, it's gonna feel like more than we expected. At least that's my personal conclusion. At least that's kind of what I'm noticing right now. It's exhaustion, it's confusion, it's betrayal by so many systems that, even though we know don't work, some of us still had a little bit of faith in, maybe, sort of, kind of, somewhat, to an extent. Hope, maybe. Hope is a big one. I don't know how hope plays into all of these feelings or all of this unpacking just yet. Although I know I've been hopeful to a disgusting degree to some people, to my father, to my dad. But that's where I'm at. Or at least that's where I'm at, to the extent that I feel comfortable sharing online like this, in this capacity. What have you been noticing? Comment, DM me about it. I love the best blessing, I think, just from how I've been approaching social media this past year, and now with Year of Healing, is the conversations that it brings up with like almost total strangers, that's where the most healing has come from, honestly. And if I'm not the stranger to have that conversation with you, maybe there's someone else who you've been relating to online, or a close friend that you haven't talked to in a while, or something like that. I don't know. Conversations have been so enlightening, and if I've had one with you, I might have screenshotted part of it, because it's been so revolutionary. The ideas and the feelings I've been able to unpack and witness in myself through communicating with others and sharing them with others, it's unreal. It's like I've never experienced this amount of solidarity in despair almost. I'm noticing I don't have all the words, which is not uncommon, but it feels inappropriate as someone who wants to be continuing writing monthly essays on this to be at a loss for words sometimes. I'm noticing it's hard as fuck, and that it's easy to be angry, and that I've been having to get angry in a healthy way. Because a lot of this is bullshit and we all know it. And that's the cherry on top of the shocking case. That's what it is. Bullshit. Cheers.